Welcome back, people. It is episode 45 of the Taxi Squad podcast. It is currently November 7th. You will be hearing this on November 9th. We're back. Hell of a weekend of college football. Hell of a weekend of the NFL. Hell of a weekend of just major news in the sports world. And we're about to give it to you. Vinny, how the hell are you?
Dude, I'm so good. You're looking like an absolute fucking beefcake right now. I want to make that clear. Look at those shoulders on that guy. Just a brick shit house on the other side of the line right now. And I absolutely adore it. Dude, I'm doing all right. Bad weekend for us as far as football is concerned. Your picks, though, don't want to bury the lead, but Mikey Boy went 12-2 this week, so it's a tie ball game. And we're also making our Super Bowl picks today.
Super Bowl picks are today.
It's officially 50% through
the
year, so we have to make our playoff and Super Bowl picks today, dude.
You know, it's always really sad when college basketball starts because I'm always like, fuck, it's almost the end.
Is it sad, though, or is this the peak?
You know, okay, so it's peaking, right? But now it's just like the rest of the season is that of something along the lines of, well, now I'm just counting down the days until football's over, and I'm inherently going to be sad. And then I like the tournament. I could give a shit about regular season college basketball.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Although it might be more exciting to watch than Bulls basketball because Bulls basketball is just horseshit.
It's depressing. They're not the worst. Yeah. They're better than the Heat this year so far, so that's good.
Well, I think Jimmy G with his emo phase didn't work out too well for him. But
right now, bad start, but that's why there's so many games. You got to get it ironed out. We got hockey going on. We're not going to talk about hockey really because we don't know anything about it. And why would we be the guys to tell you about hockey?
We're not a hockey pod.
But from time to time, good stuff comes in, but we're definitely not talking early season hockey. So we're going to stick to our football. We're going to stick to our college and NFLs. We'll get some baseball going. A little bit of fucking coaches get fired situation going on right now.
Oh, my God. I mean, hey, I heard the story of him getting fired with a fortune cookie.
Yeah, that was a lie.
Halloween costume. That was a big old lie. If you believe that, you believe in Project Bluebeam.
That was
in my opinion.
That was actually construed from podcaster PFT commenter on the Part of My Take podcast. He posted that whole story and said it was from the Athletic Plus. I was like,
creative.
I like that shit. Maybe we got to start doing it.
How high did he have to be to actually get that through?
Honestly, dude, I think that just might be his brain, which I'm jealous of, and I would like to do some experiments on it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, the story of me and my brain. But I don't even want to know that story.
Oh, fuck no. It probably looks better than most NFL players, so that's good.
Oh. Well, Vince, I mean, this is a strange and unusual. You took a deep dive on, so I'm going to let you kick off this week's strange and unusual.
So those of you that listen to the Taxi Squad podcast know my stance on Josh McDaniels and how he is an absolute horseshit head coach. And now
I like
him. As a head coach?
I just liked him in general.
For what reason? Outside of he was at the Patriots, what reason?
Not many other reasons. Continue.
Yeah, I know. Okay, go. So Josh McDaniels got fired. Sorry to bury the lead. The timeline on this was for the history books. When it happened, I was not surprised. I was like, okay, Josh McDaniels gets fired. What else is new? The story of it is pretty insane. So let's get into it. So 5 days before firing, a meeting took place before Thursday's practice prior to their Lions Monday Night Football matchup. Players reportedly called the meeting a kumbaya meeting, but it seemed more brutal than that. Players and coaches taking terms, quote-unquote, ripping McDaniels for pretty much every aspect of his coaching style. So they were essentially going in and being like, wow. In this article, it was like, you don't take any accountability for bad play calls. You blame everything on the players and don't take any accountability yourself. And McDaniels was, quote, a shell of himself after the meeting. Now interim coach Antonio Pierce spoke on behalf of McDaniels in the meeting, sharing stories of his successes as a player on the New York Giants, as many know, namely the 2007 Super Bowl, where they beat the then undefeated Patriots.
They were a wild card team that year.
Yeah,
Plaxico Burress, game-winning touchdown.
Didn't they start the year like 0-4 or something like that?
They were horse shit, and that was the year the Patriots were undefeated in the regular season.
Yeah, so
and that's also the season that Tom Brady and Randy Moss threw for multiple records. I think Randy Moss had like 50 touchdown catches that year.
Yeah, Tom Brady threw like some crazy amount. I think he had like. I think Randy Moss
had like 60 tutties.
I think Randy Moss had like 35 or 38 or something like that, and Tom Brady threw like 55. Something crazy. But either way,
like you'll never see it ever again.
No, it's impossible. Actually, it's getting closer now than it probably ever has been. So maybe. Never say never.
But for that era of football, unheard of. Continue.
Yeah. So after the meeting, McDaniels told Pierce to never speak about the Patriots like that again.
Dare talk about my fucking team like that ever again, Antonio.
Right. Mind you, the Patriots are not the team that McDaniels coached for at the time. He's a Raiders coach in the same conference, and he is defending the Patriots like scorched earth when he is obviously close to getting canned. So, at practice several hours later, McDaniels reportedly tried to apply some of the players' feedback by playing music and letting the practice happen without comment. The contrast in his behavior was reportedly so stark that it apparently felt like McDaniels wasn't even at practice at all. Then they lost to the Lions, and the entire organization reportedly was on board with canning the guy. I have a question, but I'm going to do it after this. Yesterday, Devontae Adams goes to Vegas. Or he's in Vegas, obviously, but he goes to the Las Vegas college basketball games. He does. Yeah, he does. He's on the team. They have college basketball at the beginning of the season there. They do a tiny little tournament. The ref approached him saying, "Love to see you guys get back on that winning track yesterday." To his reply, "It's going to be better now." So he's like, "Hey, Josh McDaniels is the fucking worst, and this is why." So again, Josh McDaniels sucks. I don't like him. I think he is a bad coach. Do you think he'll ever be the head coach again in the NFL?
No. I think
never,
he's blacklisted from the NFL list, similar to that of a Matt Nagy.
Yeah.
Similar to that of a Mark Trestman. Both of those
just Bears coaches?
Just Bears coaches.
Yeah.
You know, if there's anybody deserving of another head coaching shot, it's probably Lovie Smith, but whatever.
Hey, he got us the first overall pick, so shout out Lovie.
He did. Shout out Lovie. Also, he was fired after being a 10-6 coach. It'll never make sense to me.
Nope.
But Josh McDaniels, just like every other head coach that used to be in the Patriots coaching tree, they just don't work out.
Yeah, has there been any successful ones?
They're all fucking toxic, and they try and take the, in quote, Patriot way and adopt it.
Doesn't work if you're not Bill Belichick.
And it doesn't work if your name's not Bill. Exactly.
Yeah. Flores is good. Flores is good enough. That was obviously a big issue in Miami.
No,
but
he wasn't good. He like mentally ruined Tua, and Tua has.
That's
gone
a good
out
point.
And even said that coaching staff mentally fucked him up. Like he needed to go to therapy, and then Mike McDaniel came in with his typical kind of Malibu Most Wanted vibes is the best way I could put it. And he changed him.
That argument, though, does he need a little bit of dog in him now? Because it's getting a little sketchy down in Miami.
They lost that game by a touchdown.
They're on fraud alert. They're on fraud alert.
I wouldn't say they're on fraud alert. They lost to really good teams.
Yeah, and guess what happens when you go to the playoffs?
Sure, but they're still going to make the playoffs.
I know, and lose the first round. I don't know.
That's fine.
I took them. Some people are saying. I'm not saying. Some people are saying.
All right. Well, if that's the case, if we're pivoting to the Miami Dolphins, defensively they're not that good.
Right.
And
they got Chubb, though.
Lost. Yeah, okay.
Ramsey's back.
They lost a really close game to a very good Chiefs offense. And by the way, the Chiefs offense looked very pedestrian on Sunday morning.
In Germany.
I mean, Yeah, but the past 2 games, pedestrian at best.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to know why?
Why?
Because who is the offensive coordinator of the Chiefs?
No, I don't think that's an argument.
His name is Matt Nagy.
I think you could throw a toddler in there. I think this happens every single year, and then everybody's like, the Chiefs aren't going to win it this year. And then they're going to go in. They're going to go into the playoffs and be like, no one thinks we can win it this year, and it's going to be like, yeah.
The Chiefs aren't the Bengals. The Bengals are back on their shit. And I will put money on this. I would be surprised.
Do you think
if
the Cincinnati Bengals
one
are better than the Kansas City Chiefs? Do you?
right now?
Yeah.
If they played?
Yeah.
I'm taking the Bengals all day.
Oh, my God. Someone mark this down. Someone remind me to talk about it.
They got the game fucking stolen from them last winter, dude. That was bullshit. I went on a fucking rant of rants.
I didn't see
that game, of the holding call.
I didn't
watch
see
the QB documentary. It's right in your fucking face again.
Where? I didn't see it.
Bullshit.
I don't know, dude. I'll still take
Right
the Chiefs. I'll take the Chiefs still.
Yeah.
But
You're
yeah,
you're like the entire ESPN basketball crew right now with Webb and Yana.
we talked about him last week.
Yeah, he's difficult not to talk about.
I know. Okay, right.
I'm just saying,
he's a good guy.
They're riding a jack.
Yeah, no, it's going to get really. It's like the Zion thing too. It's going to get really annoying.
McDaniels after this season, like he'll go on vacation for the rest of the year. Do you know though that the Raiders are paying $84 million in dead contracts to
for
coaches
him and
that
Gruden,
they
right?
fired prematurely?
Yeah.
It's stupid.
And
Mark Davis better not fuck up this Antonio Pierce thing, just like how he fucked up
Rich Bisaccia.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
They're stupid. I would have kept Bisaccia. I would have kept Derek Carr. Done.
I would have kept Darren Waller too.
I got his name right.
You did. I'm proud of you. They could have kept Darren Waller too. I know Michael Mayer, Notre Dame legend, but Darren Waller would have been nice too.
I think Michael Mayer is going to pop off now.
I think he is too. I like to hope that he is. I think that Antonio Pierce is a good interim coach, but interim coaches are a fickle little beast, and sometimes we see them do well in the beginning, and then they get a little bit worse as it goes. So we'll see how it
Ryan
goes.
Daboll.
Yeah, but that is a whole. We'll get to it. I think Daniel Jones might not be that good of a quarterback, but from one coaching spectrum to another, do we have an update on the little Harbaugh case, Mike?
Oh, what a great transition!
Thank
so
you.
Yeah, we got some new news. Not
new
to
news.
Copyright us. Not to copyright us. The other guys who get really
dude, he
close
copyrighted all right now. He copyrighted that.
True. Okay, so in the new news or strange and unusual topics, because as we know, college football is a segment we break down every weekend.
Cheers.
Now, Michigan State's Rutgers, Ohio State, and Purdue shared its signs. Kind of contradicting, but let's get into it.
Shared its signs. What does that mean?
Michigan has sent documents to the Big Ten that the school believes show 3 conference teams engaged in communication about the Wolverines' signals in 2022.
Within each other.
Sources told ESPN. Yep.
Gotcha.
The 3 teams involved are Rutgers, Ohio State, and Purdue, to my point. Sources said Purdue, which faced Michigan in 2022 in the Big Ten championship game, received offensive signals from Ohio State and defensive signals from Rutgers, according to sources. Michigan beat Rutgers 52-17. There's a fucking surprise.
Yeah, right.
November 5th, and beat Ohio State 42-23 on November 26th, a game that clinched the East Division for the Wolverines. A Big Ten source said league has forwarded any information to the NCAA for possible follow-up. It's unknown whether the signal sharing between league teams violates the Big Ten sportsmanship policy or any NCAA rules. The information passed along is not expected to impact the Big Ten's potential discipline for Michigan under the sportsmanship policy, a source has claimed. NCAA rules do not prohibit in-game signal stealing, but bar schools from off-campus scouting and opposing campus.
So you can do it if you're playing against.
Shout out to Adam Rittenberg and Tom Van Haren from ESPN for the article.
So
gotta give credit where credit's due.
Hell yeah. Hell yes, you do. I'm with you. So that essentially
This is
means you can't leave your university or you can't leave the game that you're playing and steal signs.
Once again, we've talked about it on the pod. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
And that's that's the thing. It's like if the fucking boat is going under, we're bringing everybody down with us. And that's what they're doing right now.
You know what this reminds me of? Billy Madison, the guy who wears like the Gilligan hat, that Shooter McGavin's like guy. Jackass. It's like they hired that guy to go scout other team games. It's like, you will miss this kick. Jackass. It's like, Shooter, you want to go to Red Lobster? It's true. It's true though. I compare it to that. Any any NCAA school could go just find a guy and say,
yeah,
here's $5,000 cash for a whole season. Go to every game in the Big Ten.
Yeah. Well, Connor Stallions took but
he was on the coaching staff.
Was he technically?
Yes, technically
he
was on
I
the
thought he
coaching
wasn't
staff
when all
paid.
this was happening.
No, he was being paid by the University of Michigan to be on that coaching staff, and he would go and use his own name. Now, you're a fucking idiot, in my opinion, if you didn't have like your mother start an account on, something and buy you the ticket.
Anybody you know, most random person you know. Hey, I'll give you $100 if you buy me all of these. I'll give you $100 on top of all the money to pay for it.
Hey, Vinny. Buy me these tickets. I'll give you some money under the table.
His name wasn't Connor Rigatoni, bro. What are you doing? Hey, fucking Connor.
Notre Dame or the Irish, but
Connor fucking Stagliamone. Like, what are we doing?
Saying, hey, you don't gotta be a grease ball to get greased. You know what I'm saying?
It's true. I mean, that came out wrong. That came out wrong.
What?
Get greased, hey.
That's a phrase for getting greased.
I know.
You ever go to like a door guy at a nightclub?
Let me grease your wheels. Let me grease your wheels real quick. Yeah.
This is the most Italian shit ever. You ever go to You ever go to a nightclub?
Yep.
Right? And there's the line around the building.
Yep.
And you're gonna give you look at the door guy and you go, hey,
for your troubles.
Can I give you cash?
For your troubles, huh?
Can I give you cash?
Hey, ding dong, asshole.
A lot of the times they just look at you and they go, okay, yeah, throw me a 20. And you bypass the line. That's how you do that.
Yeah.
Right? That's why you keep cash.
Yeah, grease that boy up, Mike.
Why you gotta take it there? Why you gotta
Hell
take
yeah,
it there?
dude, grease that guy up.
Why you
No,
gotta
I know
take
what you're
there?
saying. You gotta grease his wheels. I'm with you.
You ever look at it? Hey, can I grease you? A lot of guys will say absolutely.
Can I grease you?
Yeah.
I don't know if you say it directly to them. Hey, can I grease you? It's like,
who
the fuck is this guy?
Why the fuck you got to make it that way?
This
is there
guy's
some
crazy.
weird undertone here that I didn't know about?
Hey, Mikey, next time I see you, I'm going to grease you up, buddy. See?
You're making it that way. That's all I'm saying.
Bro. You are, dude. But I wouldn't grease you with really fucked up facial hair and just body hair everywhere. That would drive me nuts. So I think this is a decent segue into an ad from our tried and true friends at Henson Shaving. This part of today's episode is brought to you by none other than our friends at Henson Shaving. If you guys have been listening to the show for a while, you already know that we swear by Henson Shaving. We've been using them for months, and there really isn't a better product out there. The Henson razor puts an end to shaving irritation and cuts while also making your skin feel comfortable and smooth. This razor is made by using CNC machines to aerospace standards. That's right, rocket ships, people. That means it's made to very tight tolerances, meaning that the combination of how securely it's held and how minimally the blade is exposed delivers a smooth and safe shave no other razor can offer. It's literally one blade. Be safe. Please be safe. They're very sharp. You twist on the top and you get to work. It's that easy. You remember the beard bet? You remember me shaving off the whole thing. If you need to watch somebody use it, go on my Instagram and check it out because it's really that easy. Cost ownership averages $88.20 every 2 years, which is essentially $177 less than normal cartridge razors. They're sustainable. It's precise. It's Henson Shaving. It's got a nice weight to it. It's made out of metal. None of this plastic garbage. So please use the promo code TheTaxiSquad, TheTaxi, SQUAD, at checkout, and you'll receive a 100-pack of blades free with the purchase of the razor. So you go on the site, you add the razor that you're looking for, and then you add a 100-pack of razors, you'll get those for free. For most users, this amount of blades will last you 2 to 5 years, depending on how often you shave. So that promo code, again, is the Taxi Squad at HensonShaving.com. Go check it out.
College football, it was back. We both were pretty sad about it this weekend, but we still got to talk about it. Hell of a docket of games, maybe one of the best weekends of college football this season. Texas and Kansas State. Wow, what a fucking game.
Fun.
Kansas State was all balls.
Yeah.
And they decided to go for a 2-point conversion after they scored a touchdown to ice the game against Texas. And that was the stupidest fucking thing they probably could have done, considering they were rolling at the end of that game and Texas had no answer.
That is one of those, if you get it, you're a legend. And if you miss it, you're an idiot.
You're an asshole.
Exactly. That was exactly what that was. I kind of appreciate him having the balls to do that.
All balls.
Malik Murphy.
Great in the first half. Horseshit in the second half.
Yep. The fact that they went to OT was kind of telling for these top 10 Texas Longhorns. I did have them in my preseason top 4, but don't think that's going to end up happening this year.
Wrong.
Still a good team, though. Still a good team, that Texas Longhorns.
They need Quinn Ewers back.
Oh, yeah.
They need Quinn Ewers back, like, right away.
Is it Arch time?
No. Arch isn't probably going to start until 2025.
Oh, he's probably starting next year.
I don't think he's going to start next year. I don't think Quinn Ewers goes this year. I just don't. I think Quinn's going to start next year.
Is he a junior this year?
Yeah, he's a junior this year.
Oh.
So I just don't think he would be wise from a draft stock perspective to stay one more year because he's been injured basically every year he's had an opportunity to start.
Well,
and they're all shoulder injuries, which is scary.
What do you say of the rumors that Texas is run by boosters? Because boosters
what
are
about
every
want... other major college program
I know,
in the
but
country? Are we kidding right now?
Mac Brown made a whole hubbub about it too. Like, Texas is very run by boosters, and they're gonna want that fucking Manning boy in the driver's seat for as long as they possibly can.
Listen, the Manning boy only went to Texas because of Steve Sarkisian running a pro-style offense.
Yeah,
smart.
B, it's like his uncles play in the NFL.
They are in no fucking hurry to rush that kid. He is going to take his pimp-ass time coming into that program.
Yeah.
Quinn is still a dog, and when he's on the field, that Texas team is far better than what they are now.
No doubt about it. No arguments.
Quinn, but why would you leave this year? Because there's a stacked QB class. You got Caleb, you got Drake May, you got Bo Nix. You got guys that are leaving this year.
Which I will say is the guys that were supposed to be top guys, their stock isn't necessarily falling, but the interest level in those guys probably isn't as big as it was at the beginning of the year. Especially Caleb Williams. People were freaking out about him.
Caleb just has, they average 36 points a game. And Caleb just doesn't have a defense. If he had a defense, he would still be
and he doesn't
arguably
have a defensive coordinator now either.
Well,
Not
that's
to bury the lead
for good fucking reason. About time. We'll get into that. It's about time. Long time coming. It's
you think they listened to us?
Guy.
You think they were like, hey,
maybe
they talked about Grinch last week? They talked about Grinch last week. We did.
Norman Nate is got to be beside himself because he was like all about that guy.
Yeah.
When he got signed on with the Oklahoma Sooners because he was like some Ohio State like legend under the Ryan Day program.
I think he's happy now though.
You had your shot, dude. I wouldn't be happy. Come on, dude. You got to live in SoCal.
No, I'm saying Nate's happy that he says Venables instead of fucking Alex Grinch running that program.
Oh, well, maybe he's
After
not
Bedlam,
because we got Bedlam to dissect.
We got plenty of things to talk about.
That's a great one. Another great game that didn't get a ton of viewing, but Ole Miss, Texas A&M, great game. Went down to the wire. A lot of people didn't think that was going to happen, but Ole Miss, man, they just, they get into SEC play, and it's always going to be a battle.
Next week, though, they play the number one. Well, depending on the poll. Number 1 overall team, Georgia, next week.
Yeah, that's not going to be good.
It probably won't be good.
It's going to be close in the first half because Georgia's a shit first half team.
Yeah, they're okay.
They were like losing to Mizzou at the half this week. You're like, whoa, how?
This isn't a hot take, but Georgia's definitely not as good as they were last year. I think it's pretty clear.
They need their Drunky McDrunkerson QB back.
And they also could use some bulk in that defensive line after losing the last couple guys they had. Granted, still fucking very good, but
they're still going to win a natty.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Come on. How would you say that they're not?
I'm saying that they're likely going to.
Who's going to dethrone them?
I'm saying that they're likely going to.
We're into it.
A lot of people like Ohio State. Yeah, let's go through the games first. We're coming in hot right now. We're hot, dude. We're hot.
What happened to Notre Dame? What happened to your donor?
Oh, fucking point one finger at me for coming back at you.
What happened?
Who did you lose to this week?
One of the best teams in the fucking country.
Which
Who did you lose to? Clemson? We lost to Washington, one of the best teams in the country.
Yeah, Washington won. Washington's won how many national championships in the last 10 years?
None, but they're on their
How many
way.
have Clemson won?
2.
Easier to lose to an historic franchise than some random one-year, one-hit wonder. Come on.
Stop.
Stinks. Oh, this guy stinks.
Some of the middle-of-the-road fucking ACC bullshit I've seen in a minute. And people are like, well, if they win this game, they're going to be great. It's like, stop it.
Hey, we're ranked. We're ranked, so I won't apologize.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're ranked. You're still going to be in the fucking potato bowl.
Hey, that's fine, man. Idaho potatoes rock. I guess let's get to it since we're talking about it. Notre Dame dropped 1 to Clemson.
I called this, by the way. Who called this?
You did.
This fucking you did. Called it. Just saying.
Their offense, Notre Dame's offense couldn't do anything.
Sam Hartman might be a handsome, but he cannot throw the football.
Yeah, it was bad. There's been a lot of games in the beginning of the year against weaker opponents where he was kind of just slicing, dicing, taking care of business.
2 picks.
Yeah.
No touchdowns.
Yeah, 146 yards as well for 30 pass attempts is not what you want. Estime looked pretty good. A couple other guys looked pretty good on the offense, but they could not get a first down to save their fucking lives. And there came a point in the second half where a couple turnovers happened, especially at the end where I was like, it's essentially over. They're not going to win. They fumble. I text you right away because you're trying to be supportive.
I was very supportive.
I'm with you. I do the same thing, and I never realized how fucking annoying it was until you were doing that to me. Until you were doing that to me, I was like, oh, this is annoying.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was being honest, dude. Like that was.
No, you weren't.
I swear to God. Shit. What do you want me to say?
Shit.
I was. I don't dislike
shit.
USC unless they're playing Notre Dame. This rivalry has become worse as the year's gone on because we're both just having sad sack fucking seasons this year. I think we can agree on that. But
Clay Helton and Sam Darnold back. At least we'll win a Rose Bowl.
Dude, give me Charlie Weiss and Brady Quinn to run it back. Run it back.
Brady Quinn, Charlie Weiss, Jeff Samardzija was on that team.
Fuck it, Joe Montana. Bring him back.
Fuck it, Joe Montana.
Yeah, this team showed very little fight.
Here's a Notre Dame name for all of our Notre Dame regs out there. Tom Zibikowski.
Yeah, safety dog. He played for the Ravens for a little bit.
Played for the Ravens, also played for the Indianapolis Colts.
Yes,
Chicago-born kid.
Yep.
All right. Was known to be a boxer.
Yeah.
And then got to the Bears organization, thought he was the shit. They cut him, and then he became a fireman. And then I guess he got cut from being a fireman, too.
That's so Chicago, though. That's so Chicago. The beefy
my
Polish...
dad's a fireman.
Beefy Polish kid that likes to fight people is a safety that goes to Notre Dame and then ends up on the Bears and then becomes a fireman. That's the most Chicago-type fucking timeline I've heard.
I played for the Bears. Now I have a mustache and a gut.
You guys ever had Johnny's beef? It's very good. You got Italian ice. You got to try it out.
You guys ever been to
Gene and Jude's?
You guys ever been to Gene and Jude's? You guys ever You guys ever been to CC's Pizza?
Oh no, CC's Pizza.
Gross.
No, dude.
No, I know.
Throw it
it's
away. Throw it out.
gross. Throw it away.
Yeah, it was a bad time for Notre Dame. I've given up on the team this year. They're going to play a bowl. I'll root for them in the bowl, but just sucked. A couple blowouts. UNC and Tennessee. Jealous that they were playing shitty opponents like Campbell and Connecticut. I would have much rather seen my team blow somebody out by 60 points like they did.
Oh,
is what it is.
does anybody have like a super fan that they're friends with either on Facebook or on Instagram that like are really about their college team, kind of like Vince with Notre Dame?
Bro, you are as big of a fan as USC
they
as
post
I
a
am.
lot
as Notre
about
Dame.
it. They like he was posting like, "Oh yeah, Connecticut, get some." I'm like, dude, you're playing fucking Connecticut.
Wait, you got a Tennessee friend?
Yeah, coworker. Thinks
Yeah.
like, oh, Tennessee. It's like, dude, they're playing the
UConn
Hanley
is
School.
a basketball school. UConn is not a football school. Moving on a couple more matchups. I'm confused by this, and I want your opinion on this.
Okay. Go.
Arizona State got absolutely fucking boat raced by Utah. And
Yeah,
they
did.
played close
Good
games.
use.
They played
Good use of the word boat race.
Thank you. They played very close games with a couple of. I mean, they're a bad team. They're 2-7. They're not good by any means. They play close games with some pretty good teams in the Pac-12. Does that differentiate Utah entirely from the rest of the Pac-12 outside of Oregon? Yes, but is that?
No, because I'll already give you the Pac-12.
I mean, they beat Washington.
Right.
One of their two wins is fucking Arizona State beat Washington, and then the other one was Colorado.
They didn't beat Washington.
They did last year.
Washington is undefeated.
I know. I forgot.
Why they're top 4
idiot.
right now? You fucking.
I'm a dumbass. They almost beat USC only by like 14 points.
Shut up, Vince. Anyways,
They beat Washington State.
Yeah, they beat Washington
I'm
State.
quitting this podcast. I was embarrassing.
Oh, no, you can't quit.
I quit.
You're the other half.
Bring the other guy back.
Fuck that guy.
But Washington only beat them by 1 touchdown and a 2-point conversion, which is crazy because Washington I would like to put above Utah, ideally. But Utah beat them by fucking 52.
Utah is a great program.
Yeah.
And it goes to show the deficiency of coaching in other programs when you look at a team like, for example, Washington or USC and their lack of coaching. Utah has a wonderful staff. And, I mean, if Cam Rising was on that team this year, which he already said he's not playing this year, he's just going to come back for next year. And chances are Utah might even win the Pac-12 next year. They don't have a shot this year. I'm personally predicting right now the Pac-12 championship is Oregon and Washington, and Oregon wins.
Yeah.
Done.
I think it's, at this point, if you're going solely by talent and coaching, there's no argument that Oregon's the best team in that entire conference. I don't think. I mean, and Washington's very good, but Oregon is a fucking team.
And granted, a lot of people will say, well, Oregon lost to Washington. They did, barely.
One time conference rival. Like, come on.
And they also played in Washington. In my opinion, neutral site, it's anybody's ball game. I think that's a wonderful game. I think Bo Nix has really rallied the troops. He's making great decisions. He's not just a running quarterback anymore.
Yeah.
I think anybody who chooses to draft that guy gets a hell of a quarterback. Somebody I want to bring to attention right now, and I think it's a fucking travesty that they're not even getting a bowl game.
James Madison.
Is James Madison.
Yes, dude.
James
They're so
Madison
good, dude.
Pumped Georgia State.
Fucked them up.
Pumped them.
Yeah.
Pumped them.
Fucked them up.
And I'm just like, wait, what?
They are the, what is it? Central Florida? Was that a couple years ago? When it was like they were undefeated and they were like, oh, we're the fucking.
Oh, UCF.
Oh, UC. Yeah, University of Central Florida. They were like undefeated and they weren't in the national championship, obviously. This is one of those things where JMU becomes a D1 school and then they can't play in a bowl game. They're fucking undefeated this year. Granted,
JMU is going to be good next year.
Are they playing good teams? No. Like, no, they're not.
Well,
Their best
no.
victory was probably against South Alabama. Virginia sucks too. I don't know who their best victory is, but still, they're just pumping everybody. They had a 3-point win against Old Dominion, and outside of that,
motherfucker.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to, but outside of that, it's like they're playing really well, and they can't play in a bowl, and it kind of sucks. It's a shame.
Well, I think next season will just gear them up to be even better.
You hope.
And I think that overall, it's going to be one of those situations where, I think it's cool. I think that overall, it's going to be fun to watch them in the coming years. What division are they even in? I don't even know.
What does that count as? Is that like it's not MAC? What are they in?
Are they in the MAC? Are they in the same division as NIU? By the way, NIU is playing right now. Call me a fucking weirdo?
Sun Belt.
They're in the Sun Belt Conference. Yeah. Okay. They'll probably try and switch to a bigger conference in a couple of years.
Probably.
But am I the only weirdo that loves to watch like low-ranking FBS football games on like a Wednesday night?
Nope.
Because it's like the only thing on.
Football's on Wednesday. That's amazing.
For example, NIU plays Ball State tonight. Who would have thought that game's interesting? Fun. I love the name of the QB of NIU right now. His name is like Marco Carmini or some shit. He's some real local.
Wait, is it fucking Rocky Lombardi?
Yeah, there it is, Rocky Lombardi, dude. That kid.
I'm fucking Rocky Lombardi.
Fucking name.
Hey.
Oh man.
Hey, he's Taxi Squad Player of the Year, Rocky Lombardi. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sending it. If we can get Rocky Lombardi on the pod, he's welcome any day he wants.
Please,
to come on here.
Please do.
Done.
Do you remember a couple of years ago?
Lombardi.
Remember when NIU was really good for like 1 year?
Yeah, Kylie was cool. I was there.
Jordan Lynch, right? That's the guy's name.
Yeah.
He coaches at Mount Carmel now. Fun fact. Yeah,
okay.
But so that was a whole thing. That team was fun.
If we get Rocky Lombardi on the pod, best believe we're going to ask him his favorite deli sandwich.
If somebody knows Rocky, dude, it's only Italian shit. We're not even talking about sports.
We're not even going to talk about sports. We'll be like, all right, Rock, holidays, do you guys do the 7 fishes? Or?
Yeah, what do you guys fucking, what is
fish
fish in Italian?
We'll send this clip to him. Shout out to Rock. But no, I guess I'm the only weirdo that likes to watch it. So James Madison.
No, you're valid. You're valid.
Yeah, I just love the game. Okay.
Bedlam.
You read my mind. Are we going to talk about how good of a fucking coach Mike Gundy is for like 3 seconds right now?
Dog. What a team.
I mean, Mike Gundy may be one of the better head coaches over the past decade in college football, more so the Big 12.
Yeah.
But that guy to give you an idea, all right, they lost to Southern Alabama this year. And it's not like they lost by
JMU beat them.
Right. They lost to some shit teams this year. Not saying JMU is bad, but their wins on the season. Kansas State.
Yeah.
Kansas.
Yeah. I mean, both ranked teams at one point.
Right. So, in my opinion, Gundy's got these boys rolling right now. They've won 1, 2, 3, 4,
7 and 2,
5. They've won 5 of their. I mean, literally 5 and 5 in their last 5.
Yeah.
So it's impressive, and against good teams. They're not playing shit teams. They beat OU barely. I mean, but they beat them.
I still can't believe they beat them because OU was a top 10 team 2 weeks ago.
Dylan Gabriel.
He's not. He caught lightning in a bottle for a couple of weeks. Bedlam's over, man. For the foreseeable future, it is. And we talked about it last week too. But as far as the scheduling is concerned, it is for at least the foreseeable future.
No. Okay. In my opinion, they're always going to be out of conference games, right? So Bedlam will be earlier in the season than it usually is. Usually Bedlam's always in late October or November.
I mean, maybe, hopefully, but do they get the same out of conference team every single year? I mean, it's not the same. I guess it could be kind of be the same as like USC and Notre Dame.
Right. They played to the people, Vince. They want the money.
It's true. Well, I was going to make the
Money.
argument that they're like, what about Texas? But they're always going to play Texas because they're in the same damn conference.
So they'll have two out of. I mean, they're in the same conference.
Well, no, they're going to be in
right.
the SEC, so they're fine.
So that game will always happen. So they have one out of conference game a year, just like how USC does.
Easy. I think that they should, but everything going into it was the last Bedlam. Never going to happen again. Everything's changing. It might.
Okay.
And that would suck.
No, it's not. I'll say it right now. It's not.
Should we talk about your boys?
Can we talk about Ollie Gordon?
We can talk about Ollie
33
Gordon.
rushing attempts, 2 tutties. Come on now.
Yeah, he took over the
good.
game. Oklahoma's defense didn't rock.
Big motherfucker. He's huge.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, absolute barrel rolling down the fucking
dude. I mean, he is a big son of a, like, he is huge. To watch him run, it looks kind of like a little Derrick Henry-ish, but he's a big cat.
Also, the Stoops kid.
That kid's been on the fucking team for a decade.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, is that Bob? Like reincarnate?
Like
what are we doing here?
No. That's his kid. And
I know.
Been
well,
on
I
the
know.
Team.
It's been fucking what, like 7 years?
He was on the team when Kyler Murray was on the team.
Or is that a different one? Or is that the same guy?
No, that's the same kid.
That's how.
Same kid.
Sometimes eligibility in college football confuses the fuck out of me.
Well, I mean, Sam Hartman's damn near 30.
I know. The only guy he's younger than is Stetson Bennett last year. That was literally
right.
it.
I mean, so like, you could do it as long as you want to.
I just don't get it, dude. Can you just?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do if you transfer. And...
Can I walk in now? Like, say I have an absolute cannon arm. Can I walk in and just play right now as like a 28-year-old? Like, hey, what's up?
All right, let's face it. Vince is more of a right guard than a
yeah, but they're not going to hire
a
28. They're not going to get a 28-year-old right guard. But if I can throw 90 down the fucking,
those knees are juicy. Come on, those knees are juicy.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But I'm saying, like, if I were to walk in, maybe like 75 to 100 pounds lighter, maybe like fucking 5 inches taller. Cannon arm. Can I walk in?
Well,
I went to an accredited university for 4 years, but I never played athletics. So I never started my clock.
When you think about it, there's a lot of these Australians, a lot of these Aussies.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, look out.
Yeah.
Who are damn near 30, who get full rides to kick.
Mm-hmm.
At damn near 30 because they were, either soccer players or Aussie football rules like legends or rugby.
Liam Hendricks played Aussie football.
Oh, there's my favorite name ever. Anyway. No, he's not. They said goodbye.
He's coming back.
Fuck. With the White Sox?
Yeah, he's always coming back. He'll never leave us.
Damn it, I hate it. Anyways, if you break it down though, those guys are damn near 30 and they're still playing at, Miami or whatever, which is genius. I mean, if you're in your late 20s, and you can kick the football a quarter mile and you want to go back to school and be like Rodney Dangerfield and just slay.
Fine.
Go for you, King.
How are you? How are you? And they're like, oh, yeah.
How are you?
Show me your butt.
You want to see me meat stick? All right.
Okay. Your boys.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams doesn't have a defense. He looked really good in the first half.
He almost threw 100% completion percentage, it felt like. Every time he threw the ball, it was in a hand.
He didn't throw one interception.
Nope.
He looked really good.
27 for 35 is pretty fucking good. What is the percentage on that?
Somewhere in the 90s.
Definitely. Yeah, we're not a math pod. Move on.
We're not a math pod.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, no. I once again, no defense, and that's the tail of the tape for this team. Michael Penix is really good, but I mean, come on. Dylan Johnson, 26 carries, 256 yards, 4 touchdowns.
What the fuck kind of stat line is that, dude? The fact that Michael Penix threw for 250 plus yards and Dylan Johnson had the same amount of rushing yards as him is fucking. That's Adrian Peterson numbers.
it
It's crazy.
shows the
It's
lack.
it's
of
egregious.
def-
It's egregious.
There was 1,000 yards of total offense plus in this game.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad. It's really bad. I mean, to give you, this was just all offense.
And your guy
I mean,
got fired too, yeah?
Alex Grinch did, in fact, get fired.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams was crying on the sideline with his mother, which I think is very sad.
Yeah, I know, but he wants to own part of a team, and he's gonna cry on the sideline. Go suck
They
an egg.
average 36 points a game.
Well, what is the other
and
team
it-
averaging? That's the
I know,
argument. Yeah.
I get it, but since he's been at USC, they average 36 points a game.
He's so good.
And
He's so
he's
good.
very good.
Undeniably.
He just a wonderful thrower of the football, a hell of a talent, and he's gonna be the first overall pick. He's the next Bears quarterback.
Drake May.
No.
They lost too.
No. I personally believe that this is
They didn't lose.
something to really no, they didn't.
Yeah, they fucking
It's
destroyed
just,
Campbell.
I
They lost
knew
last night.
Washington was going to win this game. Washington has an ability to compete. If you said to me tomorrow that Washington or Oregon was in the national championship game, I wouldn't be surprised for a second.
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't be surprised for 3 seconds.
It's probably going to
Michigan's
be
gonna fuck it
Oregon.
up. Michigan's gonna
Michigan
fuck
will
it up.
fuck it up. Yeah, for
Michigan's
sure.
going to fuck it up, rest assured. They haven't played anybody.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, see you sometimes.
Let's get some parity.
Let's get some parity. Oh, in the playoff, yeah, I'm in. I'm absolutely fucking in. I don't need it. Speaking of parity, Alabama.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about that.
That game fucking sucked. And so story time. I was with my buddy. His name is Mitch. If you're listening to this, I love you. He went to Alabama. He went to Alabama for one semester and then had to leave.
Legend. Why? Partied himself out?
I think it was mostly like you have to pay an arm and a fucking leg to go to Alabama outside of
Sounds
state.
about right. Sounds about right.
But knowing the man, wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit of everything. But not going to put words into his mouth. Jalen Milroe played all right enough to get a dub here. He did everything he needed to. The thing is that something about LSU's defense and running a quarterback spy, I guess, is just out of the fucking out of the whole playbook entirely.
Jalen Milroe had 4 rushing touchdowns.
That's what I'm saying. His throwing was whatever, but every time he had the ball, it was like, just take off. You have wide open lanes down the whole field.
Here's where it starts and stops. Ready? There's one coach on one sideline. His name is Brian Kelly. He has a family. And then there's another coach on another sideline by the name of Nick Saban.
And he avoids his family.
And he... No, he coaches the shit out of him, all right?
For sure.
And that guy has withstood the test of time.
Yeah.
I mean, he is arguably the greatest college football coach to ever walk the earth.
I don't even think you can argue it these days.
No, you can't. Because it doesn't matter who the quarterback is, whatever it is, they're going to compete.
Yeah.
And it goes to show you, he just pivots.
They'll adapt to every opponent,
right?
No matter who he's playing.
Even when he doesn't have a Mac Jones that fits his system, even when he doesn't have a Jalen Hurts or
Bryce
a
Young,
Tua, Bryce, right?
AJ McCarron.
AJ
Never
McCarron
forget.
just got famous for his wife, but
he was good in college. Didn't they win a national championship with him?
Yeah, and they beat Notre Dame.
Usually.
Good times. Anyway,
usually, dude.
That's before the college football playoff. Actually, after that season, I went to the playoff structure. And Manti Te'o was dating a ghost. But
hey, after that documentary, I do feel bad for that guy.
So sad.
During the time that it was happening, I was like, fucking what? Like, that's like, what an idiot. Watch the documentary. I'm like, oh, it kind of stinks. I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, it does stink. It does stink. But yeah, I'm not surprised. I knew Alabama was going to win this game. I
had hope that LSU would win because I don't like Alabama.
Brian Kelly will be fired if they don't have a winning record or make a playoff by the end of next season.
Not true. I think he is around for a while because I think they're
No,
yeah.
no, it's the SEC. This isn't the Big Ten. This isn't Irish World. This is the SEC.
The
If you
SEC
ain't good, you're fucking gone.
is the SEC better than the Big Ten this year?
I mean, usually it is.
Is
but
the SEC better than the Pac-12 this year? Like SEC is not the top conference it was 3 years ago.
Vince, an SEC school, I promise you, will win the national championship this year. Either that team's
Yeah,
gonna
because
be
it's
Alabama.
fucking Georgia. Alabama's not going to the playoff this year.
I wouldn't count them out.
I don't
They're
think they're going
ranked
to. You need to
Ranked
have
eight,
a
cuzzy.
couple more teams lose at least one more game for that to happen.
Bruh.
I don't see it happening. I see if they get up to like 6 or 5, then it's a conversation. But 8-1 right now, I don't know. It's fickle, and I would like to see him not be in there. But yeah, I just LSU.
I mean, hey, you
I wanted to see Brian Kelly lose, but I wanted to see Alabama lose more. It was like hate watching both sides. It sucked.
I bet against Alabama once this year, and it was when they played Lane, and I was silly to even think
Brutal.
So, like I said, they just find a way to win. I wouldn't be surprised if they're competing even more.
Yeah.
If you look at their calendar coming up here, it's kind of balanced, which is good for them as a team overall. So, moving forward, I mean, you got to play Kentucky, Chattanooga, and Auburn. They'll win out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, right now it's going to go down to the wire.
All right, should we pick top 4? Should we pick top 10s? What should we pick?
I would like to pick our top 10. I'd like a Taxi Squad top 10.
That we agree upon. Or individually.
Oh, we're gonna have it total individual picks here.
Okay.
Yeah, AP college poll all day. We're gonna give the Taxi Squad college poll.
Yep. Okay. Do you want to kick it off?
I'd love to kick it off. Remember, we did do our rankings earlier in the season. Those are shit right now.
Yeah, those don't count.
So
I think I had like Texas too.
yeah,
those don't count. I'm not going to stray far from what they I'm not
those don't count for a second.
I'm not going to stray far from what they kind of have though. I will make that clear. I think that their rankings are more applicable now than they've been for a long time. So either way, who's your number 1?
Number 1 right now in the country?
Yep.
Yeah, you got to give it to Georgia.
It's
no
Georgia.
Doubt about it.
I think Ohio State had it last week, something like that. Now it's back to Georgia again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Georgia. I'm with you. Number 2. You're not taking them.
My number 2 in the country right now, it's easy Oregon. Easy.
Oregon 2. Okay. I'm not going to take Oregon. I think that number 2 might be Ohio State at this point, solely based on schedule, because them and Michigan are both 9-0. Ohio State's played better opponents, and they've beat them all. So I'll take OSU.
Their best opponent, Notre Dame. Anyways, let's continue.
Ranked. They're also Notre Dame's best opponent. They're one of their only ranked teams they played because they also played USC, who is... Are they ranked?
Fuck you. One of the top offenses in the country.
Unranked is the answer there.
Anyways, number three for me.
Yep. Number 3 for me.
Number 3 for me is going to be Michigan.
Okay, Michigan. Over OSU, huh?
Yeah. 100%. JJ is he's playing his ass off.
He's so good. I just don't know what's going to happen with like a good defense.
He's a better quarterback than the kid on Ohio State, whose name I don't even know.
It's like Cade or something like that. For some reason, I got Cade McNown in my head, and that's not his name at all. But
UCLA.
McCord. Kyle McCord? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll go with that.
I will put Michigan 3rd too. Part of me wants to put FSU up there, but there's been a couple close calls.
Nope.
And you got to put Michigan up there.
Let's keep it moving.
Okay, number 4.
Number 4, give me Ohio State.
OSU for number 4. So you right now, season ends today, Georgia, Oregon, Michigan, OSU.
100%.
I don't know what to do with number 4. I want to put Florida State in there because there's no reason not to. But I also like both of those Pac-12 teams. I'm still going to put Florida State. I'm saying that sadly. I think all of those teams are pretty equal in my head currently. So I'm putting MSU at 4.
Okay. Number 5. Give me Florida State at number 5.
FSU for you. Number 5, I will happily put Oregon. Better team than Washington right now.
We'll
6.
see.
Number 6?
6. Give me the Huskies. I like Washington at 6.
Number 6 for me, also Washington. So we essentially took the same teams in different orders, which is great. Number 7, 3 more for you, Mike. Actually, just throw 3 out there. Let's just do the last 3. Go.
Number 7,
Yep.
Alabama.
Okay.
In my opinion, Penn State is better than the Longhorns right now. Without Quinn Ewers, they are better than the Longhorns.
One
they
loss,
play far
Penn
better
State.
defense.
Okay, I can see it.
Just saying. So give me Bama 7.
State at 8.
Give me State at 8. Give me the Longhorns at 9.
Texas at 9. What's your 10?
I think the Utes would beat Ole Miss in a game right now. I'm not kidding.
They'd also beat Louisville too, yeah.
Yeah,
But hey, Notre Dame's lost to Louisville.
Yeah, I know.
A little more valid now.
I get it. I would say I think the Utes though definitely beat a Ole Miss Rebels team that's all offense.
Yeah, I mean that was an absolute
far more. Right.
It was they fucking.
To me,
killed
it's
this
like
week.
that game. If the Utes played Ole Miss, is very USC Utah.
Yeah.
Offense. Lots of offense. Okay, fine.
But Utah comes around with the defense side.
Utah's got to punch you in the mouth.
Yeah.
Not that style ball. So there's my top 10.
Okay. So I'll read it out to you. Georgia, Oregon, Michigan, Ohio State, Florida State, Washington, Bama, Penn State, Texas, and then Utah.
Love it.
Right now I have Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, Florida State, Oregon, Washington. I got 4 more. I fucking hate Alabama. I'm not putting them at 7. Fuck off, boys. I'm putting Texas at 7 because hook 'em horns, bring Quinn Ewers back. He's a dog. I'm happy to have him. So he's going to be my 7.
Horns down, cuz.
I
down.
like where you put Penn State. I think they're a pretty solid, even team
Better
across
than
the
Texas.
board. I'm going to put them at number 8. Penn State's going to be number 8 for me. I will put I really like Ole Miss, but I just don't think they can play defense. It really stinks. Okay. I will put Alabama here, regrettably, at number 9, and I will I will then put I'm putting Ole Miss. I got to keep Utah out. 2 losses don't look good. You know how they do this.
Just saying, I get it, but in a game, that's what I'm taking. So, all right, there's the Taxi Squad top 10.
You heard it here first.
Man,
kids.
we riffed. We riffed.
Yes, we did.
Some college football talk today, which I love. All right, Vince, let's talk about the World Series.
Yes.
It was the least watched World Series in all of MLB and baseball history. Really?
Not surprised. But that's not true.
Well,
you think the 15 World Series was watched this much?
In the modern era
yes.
of the MLB, this was the least watched World Series to date.
That was the expectation. I found it very fun. I like when different teams are in there. I don't want to watch another fucking Yankees or fucking Dodgers or Astros.
Oh, it was. It was.
Awesome.
But, I just look at it like, wow, Trevor's, Simeon, White Sox. Dane Dunning.
Trevor Simeon?
Shut up.
Football brain.
Marcus
Simeon. Dane Dunning. White Sox.
Crazy. Yeah. I mean, they just got so hot. And Bochy was sitting on a couch last year.
Yeah.
It's great.
Congratulations to the Texas Rangers. First win in their organization. So that's amazing. Yeah. You spend money, you win games. People were talking a lot of shit with them mid-season. They obviously didn't win their division. That doesn't matter. They go and beat the shit out of the Astros and move on to the World Series. They beat a young team. Congratulations. I think it was fun. I think it was underwhelming for a lot of people. A lot of people like to hate on baseball, but I think that was just wonderful playoff baseball like usual. It was dramatic. It was fun. I liked the whole thing. So, World Series rocks. Now we got the offseason.
It was good. It was sad to see, the team that I'm trying to root for in the NL now since I live here in lovely Arizona, a.k.a. Mountain Mike Land. It was sad to see them lose, but then again, they could not keep up offensively.
They're too young. They're
way
too young. But
Your
what's
point,
good is that there's so much of a future that you can see currently.
Abundance of talent coming up in that farm system still, and I think
Andrew
in the
Jones
next
kid.
The Jones kid coming up, they got more pitching to get. I think if they could go out and get a free agent as well, that would be wise. If they could get like a stud third baseman.
So they got some room in their cap space, quote unquote, in their budget because there's no cap space in the MLB. They got some room before they got to start signing guys to really big deals. So this is kind of the time where you expect them to bring in a veteran pitcher, bring in some relievers, maybe a couple infielder, outfielder, some sparing guys here or there. I think that they are going to be set up to compete again next year. I wouldn't be worried about that.
MLB free agency talk we'll do after all the football talk is concluded.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a whole time. But, yeah, I really think it was a hell of a World Series all in all. Offensively, the Rangers are great. Shout out to Bruce Bochy coming off the couch for his first season with the team. And
awesome.
Sox
should have got him, but they hired La Russa again, who is in all of the meetings right now. La Russa's back. This isn't a soft spot right now.
There's a difference. Between franchises that get it and franchises that don't. We're not one that does.
Correct. We don't have any of them, actually, if we're being honest.
We choose a booze brain.
Yeah.
Who needs his walker to get out there and argue calls.
Yep. And every franchise we root for in entirety does the same thing.
Yeah.
So good for us.
Okay.
Good for us.
Hey, you do the same things over and over again, expecting different results.
Definition of insanity.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the team that you live very close to.
I do, yes.
You could throw a rock and hit that ballpark from your
Very
back. So the Chicago Cubs.
Highway robbery?
I mean.
Literal highway, I-90. Highway robbery.
Kind of. There you go.
Yeah.
Highway. I mean, they paid him a fucking bag.
Yeah.
But the Chicago Cubs announced that they fired David Ross and hired Craig Counsell, greatest batting stance maybe in 20 years.
What a weirdo.
I mean, the greatest batting stance of all time.
Jeff Bagwell was cool too.
But I mean, this was so odd. Like, I can't even yeah, like if you
Like,
should try and pull up, you should try and pull up a clip of the Craig Counsell batting
Yeah, let me
stance.
see if I can grab it really quick.
Because this batting stance was out of bounds. There's Barry Bonds, Gary Sheffield. A lot of guys used rhythm, but this was just awkward. There was no other way to put it but awkward.
I don't know why he's doing that, dude. It's so weird.
Why? Right? It's the most blow it up. It's
What
the
a
most
little
awkward
weirdo.
batting stance ever.
How do I make this big? Fuck you, Pinterest.
I don't know.
Fuck you, Pinterest. Let me just
Why
zoom
is it on
in.
Pinterest? What, are you going to put that on your fucking
I don't know,
wall?
dude. Look, boom. He's doing it right there. Oh, no. The sizing's all fucked up
What did
now.
you do? Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Look at that guy.
How are you going to hit a baseball like that?
He hit a lot of them.
He did.
He hit a lot of them.
He was an average hitter, right? But Craig Counsell, Brewers legend, also Diamondbacks legend, gets hired by the
He
Chicago
won with
Cubs.
them in 2001?
Yeah, he was on that team.
Yeah, he was. Damn.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I mean, he was good for the Brewers. A lot of Brewers fans are mad that they lost him. A lot of Cubs fans are surprised that they got him. They're also surprised that David Ross is gone. That seemed quick. He seemed like he was coaching them in the right direction last year. So it did alarm some Cubs fans, my brother included. I did hear today from my buddy Rob. He said Counsell was looking to set a new standard for the manager market. So $8 million a year is the most a manager is making in the MLB this year, which may not seem a lot when you look at the fucking Bryce Harper fucking $500 million or whatever. Different game for a manager.
What a job.
He gets $8 million. Second place, Bob Melvin, $4 million. So he's doubling the year average. The reason that happened, the Cubs had to offer him more than the New York Mets were offering him. The Mets were offering him somewhere, I assume, in the 7 range. Cubs said 8, signed the deal today. He signed it. He goes across to play with the other team, which is interesting because that's the rival team.
Well, the Mets had Bud Selig, right?
Bud Selig is the old commissioner. They had Buck Showalter.
Oh, there.
Not to be too frank. Not to be too frank.
See, I knew he'd know. Buck Showalter is the Mets GM right now, or manager. I think baseball's wonderful. I think so. If I'm not mistaken, he is. He was with the Orioles franchise for a long time.
He is no longer with the Mets. They canned him.
Oh, okay. Not surprised.
Because they were targeting Craig Counsell.
Right. So he was, though. So I was just curious to know. But, I mean, hey, what a great position to be in, that you could wear a baseball uniform and not actually play the sport.
Only sport that does that.
It's the only sport that does that. Could you imagine, I don't know.
NFL.
Could you imagine, Pop wearing, a full-blown
arm sleeve
on the sideline? If I was an NBA head coach, I'd just do it on purpose.
Can you imagine Andy Reid fully padded up again?
Hilarious. I think it'd be great. But, yeah, I mean, hey, I think it's great for the Cubs that they got this guy. I think that
I'm jealous, personally.
Return. Yeah, the White Sox are going to keep Pedro Grifol, which, by the way, the White Sox did have some new news. They hired basically half of the Angels coaching staff.
Hitting coach? The Angels hitting coach is now the White Sox hitting coach? And then somebody argued on Twitter. They're like, oh, he taught Mike Trout how to hit. I'm like, I don't think he did. He definitely didn't teach Ohtani how to hit, and no one else was worth a shit on that team last year. So what are we talking about here?
Boy.
And they got Grady Sizemore, though.
Grady Sizemore has aged terribly.
Grady Sizemore does not look good. You can tell that the sun got to him. You could tell that he did not wear SPF. Wear SPF. It's good for your skin.
What does he do for them? They said he's the major league coach.
So he is the base running and fielding coach. Which they never had. This is the first year they're bringing it in. And I'm like, good. Because there was a lot of fucked up base running and a lot of fucked up fielding last year. I'm happy to have him.
And Eloy Jimenez can't round first base. So there's a whole thing.
Yeah, so, they have that. Chris Getz has done a lot of interviews recently. He said that he doesn't like the team currently. He says that he likes the talent that they have, but he doesn't like the team and the way they're constructed, which is valid and true. I like that he says that. We'll see what he does. But honestly, Mike, we got a whole fucking offseason ahead of us. I don't even know if we got to get into this right now.
No, we don't. The White Sox are going to White Sox. That's all I got. Let's keep it moving. Also, if you're going to play the game of baseball, you should choose to stay hydrated, especially on warm Arizona days. And this might be the last time you hear this, but you should hydrate with our good friends at Liquid IV.
This portion of today's show is brought to you by Liquid IV. That's right, the hydration brand we've all come to know and love is with ya boys. It's festival, outdoor party, and adventure season, and proper hydration is essential. You don't want to miss out on the summertime activities while they're still here. Liquid IV will help you hydrate and stay in the game. I've been using Liquid IV for a few years, and I found a ton of uses for it. Going to sleep after a day-long soiree. This is the product that helps me rehydrate and recover. I brought them with me on hikes, long bike rides, vacations, and maybe most importantly, bachelor party weekends. The beauty of it all is that Liquid IV comes in a small, convenient package that you just add to a bottle of water and drink away. One stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates you 2 times faster and more efficiently than water alone. Get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use the Taxi Squad podcast code, TAXISQUADPODCAST, no spaces, at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using the promo code Taxi Squad podcast at liquidiv.com. Ba-da-na-na-na, ba-da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. That one's too high.
If you're listening to this in headphones, we're really sorry.
I'm sorry. That one is too high. We're running out of songs. We need more. We need more networks.
If you have
to
other
the NFL.
football songs,
yeah, maybe we'll
listen
do
up.
like a college football song next time. Little quick producer note before we start here. We're gonna move our picks to next week since we did our college picks this week. So there's a little cliffhanger. Expect our Super Bowl picks next week. Maybe this will change it up a little bit. We'll see. But that is on to next week. We're going to do a little skip it or rip it action right now in the NFL. It was pretty intense this week. So without further ado, anything else to say, Mike?
Well, I just want to let everybody know that the series record right now of Vince and I and our picks is tied. I had a banger of a weekend. If you were gambling, you should have rolled with Mike this week because this guy went 12-2, almost 100%er. I don't think anybody's had 100%er on this pod.
No, never.
But yeah, we're getting after it here, people. And Mike is just warming up. And I told Vince today, "You're surprised? Not surprised." So
not surprised. I was surprised that you went 12-2. That is an impressive ass fucking week. Like that is insane.
Why I decided to take the Pat McAfee route today and go tank top? You know.
I like that. You should be wearing a chain though if you're actually a fan.
No chain. Let's get after it. Skip it or rip it.
Tennessee Titans, Pittsburgh Steelers.
This game was snooze.
It was. I will say one thing. Will Levis, maybe a little underdrafted.
No, I wouldn't say he's underdrafted.
22 for 39, 262 as a rookie. Tennessee's better than who Carolina is, but he's outplaying Bryce Young in the last 2 weeks.
He ain't better than C.J. Stroud, cuz he.
Yes, C.J. Stroud, different level. Which, to what I said, best quarterback coming out before the draft, during the draft, after C.J. Stroud.
We said it for months on this podcast.
I get the Ohio State thing, but C.J. Stroud. But we're not talking about the Texans. We're talking about the best
Ohio State quarterback in the NFL to date. No hate on our guy. But anyways.
I think that's true. But either way, Steelers take that dub there. Dolphins at Chiefs in Deutschland.
Gotta rip it.
Yeah. Dolphins can't beat good team.
This was close. They had the ball in the final drive. They were going down the field, and they just could not get it together on that final drive. Raheem Mostert had a great second half. It just, Tua just gets bogged down. And he just can't get the ball moving in the second half for whatever reason. I don't get it. At least when they play good teams.
Yeah, and their receiving core did get a little beat up as the game went along. I did like the Germany factor. I thought it was fun. I don't know how much Germany actually cares about football. But, yeah, Noah Gray, okay game. Chiefs find a way to win. That's just the way the Chiefs do it. And like the conversation we had earlier, the Chiefs are always going to find a way to win.
What happened in Kelsey exactly? I wasn't up in time to watch the whole thing. So.
Travis Kelsey, I only watched part of it, to be honest. Travis Kelsey did play 3 receptions, 14 yards. I want to say they both played the whole game. I want to say. I don't know if Travis Kelsey's
a pedestrian offensive game, as we discussed earlier.
But
in the podcast.
If you can
Matt
play,
Nagy's going to Matt Nagy.
If you can play pedestrian and still beat a good team, if that's what we're calling the Dolphins right now, who are getting fraud alerted by a lot of people.
They're not fraud alert. They've lost to 3 very good teams.
Yeah, well, again, the people you play in the playoffs are good teams. So we'll see.
Hey, okay. For the inverse of this whole conversation, would you rather have the Bears be 6-3 right now?
No.
And be called fraudulent, or
not fair.
Being the Bears right now
That's not fair. The Dolphins are a lot more talented, but the Dolphins are being put on a pedestal in a way that
because they got a swaggy head coach, and
they do.
And,
sometimes being cute comes back to bite you at some point. So that's all I'm saying.
Cute.
I don't know if it's gonna last. I wanted to. I like Mike McDaniel, but we'll see. Vikings at Falcons.
Rip it.
Josh Dobbs.
Josh Dobbs, king, can't grow hair or eyebrows. Looks like just Mr. Potato Head out there running the ball, doing stuff.
But it works. And it worked
Akers,
this time.
Poor guy. Tore his Achilles. And there's been a fair amount of Achilles injuries this year.
Especially on the Vikings. Two to be exact, in two main positions in the offense. Cam Akers tearing the Achilles in the other leg. Not the one that he tore in last year.
Sad.
The other leg. It might be difficult for him to come back and play football again. You don't like to see that stuff, obviously. But
and
hopefully
they
he can recover quick. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this game was crazy to me. It was very close. Taylor Heineke, I don't know why he's not always a starting quarterback.
He's the man. I love Taylor Heineke.
That guy got paid $14 million this year to be a backup. Can you
And then they were so thinner, taller, better at throwing.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he just plays the game a little bit better than Desmond Ridder. Why?
Bijan.
Okay, okay. Why did they even draft him? They're not
Where
even using
is
him.
he, dude?
They're not even using him.
I don't
He's an
get
absolute
it.
freak.
They love Algier a lot. Kyle Pitts, same fucking question. It's Jonnu Smith and Tyler Algier season. I don't get it. They went Algier, Desmond Ridder, and fucking Jonnu Smith all year. It doesn't make any sense.
You're a fantasy owner right now. If you don't pick up Jonnu Smith, you're a dummy.
Yeah, but you expect next week Kyle Pitts to go off, and that's the problem. It's like, what? How are they processing their offense? How are they running it? They have a chance to win this division. They're still 4-5. Are they going to use their good players, or are they going to just wait until their contract expires and then send them off when they're still good? I don't get it.
How they haven't traded Kyle Pitts for like a bag already, I don't know.
I'm with you. And then also Minnesota Vikings now 5-4 after starting the year 0-4, correct?
Yep. Is Kevin Conley maybe in line to get the head coach of the year? Not good. Maybe.
Is it Conley? What's his last name?
Conley.
I thought it was like McConnell. I think you're probably
there's a lot
right.
of mix. Vikings. Here, let's look, Vince. Vikings.
I keep fucking his name. I think I fucked his name up a couple times this year.
I was correct.
Okay.
Kevin O'Connell. There we go.
O'Connell. You said Connolly. I said McConnell.
I was close. Irish. There was an O in there.
Hey, mine was
an Irish. It's either a Mick or an O.
He can be, though.
Kevin
They're playing their asses off. They're going to play themselves maybe into a wild card spot, with the Lions probably winning that division at the end of the year. I think I'd like to see it.
Yeah, they're not going to go too far without Kirk. But, yeah, no, Josh Dobbs, hey, he's got that dog in him. Without him, they don't win that game. Supposedly, he didn't even know any of the offensive installs.
He didn't know their names. He took his first snaps at the stadium.
Hey, I mean, it's great. I feel bad for that kid who started and he got concussed, who's actually playing well. Jaron Hall was playing well. It was just one of those situations where they got in a red zone. He was 5 for 6 with 78 yards on their first drive, driving him down the field.
Yep.
Escapes out of the pocket, gets popped.
Yep.
Concussed, out. So
bring in the new guy.
Jaron Hall, BYU legend, looked good if he didn't absolutely get destroyed on that play.
Yep.
But let's keep it moving.
Bears and Saints.
Gotta rip it.
Saints should have won by more.
Yeah, the
5
refs
turnovers.
The refs
Bears,
are
5 turnovers. You think it's
involved.
the refs? I don't think the Saints are very fucking good.
I mean, they have a winning record. They're 5-4. That would make them better than the Bears.
Yeah, they're better than the Bears. They're not very good, though. that's my argument.
Derek Carr, man. Derek Carr. And Taysom Hill, just Swiss Army knife in the NFL.
So there's a stat out there that if he runs the ball more than 7 times, they're almost undefeated. They only have 1 loss.
Taysom Hill.
Continue to do that, Saints. Dick Allen, that's your offense. Just do that.
Yeah. Cole Kmet Day. This happens every year. He has a day where he just goes off, and you're like, I should pick him up in fantasy. And then you pick him up in fantasy, and then he does dick.
And then he disappoints you for the rest of the year. I don't know. I want him to keep losing. 2-7's fine. They're playing the Panthers next week. I'm kind of hoping that they beat the Hopefully they beat the Panthers, and then the Panthers
Why?
can continue to be bad,
Oh,
and then we get both draft picks.
oh yeah, even better. Yeah, we have all the incentive in the world to make sure
Beat the
that
Panthers and control
beat the
your own
Panthers.
destiny. It's kind of where my
So,
head's at.
it's the toilet bowl. Talk
Yeah.
about a toilet bowl. But yeah,
Thursday
no, the
night
Bears
football. What a mess.
Bears are gonna Bears. Another Bears coach had been
Running backs,
released
yeah.
due to conduct detrimental to the team. So
HR was involved.
Shit show.
What the fuck, man? But
Like
Ryan
sex
Poles
ring going
likes his
on?
guy. I don't know.
How could you like that fucking guy? He's horrible. Montez Sweat got re-signed, by the way.
I'm
I
happy
was
that
worried
happened.
about it. I went on a whole rant last week.
It was a
about
lot of money,
it.
but they have the cap room, and there's no reason not to have a stud on
Still-
defense. They re-signed him.
still.
I like it.
The difference is he was playing around good talent in Washington. He's not playing around good talent here on that defensive line, which overshadows your weak points. So yeah,
No need to be sadistic. No need to be sadistic here. He can play well. He's a talented player. Rams at Packers.
Skip it.
One thing about the Rams, though, Carson Wentz is now a quarterback in the Rams system. So,
That's
congrats, guys.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Commanders at Patriots. Rip.
All right, rip it. Close game.
Sam
Mike
Howell did enough. The fact that the Commanders are this much better than the Patriots, where you almost pulled one out from that, is lovely.
If I would have gone 12 and if I would have gone 13-1.
No.
I mean, I was close too.
Sorta.
I was close.
Usually you'd expect the Patriots to destroy the Commanders like this. The fact that the Commanders did beat them is a new dawn, new day for the Patriots, and anytime I see this, I'd like it.
Hey, how about Juju coming back? 6 receptions, 51 yards. Juju back.
Whatever.
Right?
Whatever.
Juge.
Whatever.
Shout out to Juge.
Yeah, Mac Jones, 50%. Good for you. Okay, moving.
Oh, here's a fun one.
Yeah.
Want your opinion on this? Is Bill Belichick fired after the bye week?
No.
Okay, let's continue.
Robert Kraft extended him last week.
Shit.
Seahawks, Ravens, rip.
I mean, what's there to rip? They got fucking
Ravens are so fucking good,
Told you.
dude.
Told
The
you.
Ravens are
Vince
so
is like,
good, dude.
Vince are like, oh, I don't know. You know, the Seahawks could win. No.
Is that what I sound like? Oh. No, I just every time I bet against the Seahawks, I'm wrong. This week I did bet against them, and I'm happy that I did.
Yeah, it was a rushing day. Gus Edwards, who would have thunk it? He's a dog.
Gus Edwards wasn't even their lead rusher.
I know, which is kind of nuts.
Keaton Mitchell, if you have him on waiver wires, go pick him up because they're going to running back by committee. Kenneth Walker the third, on the other hand, not good. Offense for Seattle, not good. Roquan Smith, difference fucking maker.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Ravens team is insane.
Well, I would say this much. I think the Ravens could take a crown as to maybe the most difficult place to play in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like
This year?
Maryland
Yeah.
scum comes out. I think they're undefeated at home.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I called that one. Definitely thought that the Ravens would win at home, just like how they beat the Lions at home. If they get home field advantage in the playoffs,
Watch
fuck
out.
around.
You better
all
hope
right.
for your Bengals boys that it gets there some point.
I think the Bengals will be fine.
They might not win the division, though, is the concern, is what I'm
We'll
saying.
see.
But
We'll
either
talk.
way, moving on. Buccaneers at Texans.
Rip the shit out
Yeah.
of. Oh my god, what a game! What a game! CJ Stroud has arrived.
He's
Broke a
so
rookie
good.
passing record. Wow.
He's so good. It's unbelievable how good he is. This might be the best rookie
400
performance we've seen in years.
Best rookie performance in a game since Andrew Luck.
470 yards.
Andrew Luck was a record of 455 yards as a rookie. He broke it at 475 touchdowns.
5
30 for
TDs.
42, no interceptions. Kid's a fucking dog.
Holy moly.
D'Amico Ryans may be up for candidate of head coach of the year.
He could be
I mean,
coach of the
because
year. He
They're
really could.
4-4. Defense looks stout.
Yeah.
I mean, they still gave up 37 points to Tampa Bay Bucks. You know, offense. Baker
Questionable
led.
offense,
I mean,
yeah.
Baker led that team down that last drive and put them up. I mean, the defense for the Bucks just sucked. Tank
Yeah.
Dell is a tank.
confusing backfield in Houston. Very confusing backfield.
Not a confusing. I mean, Devin Singletary is definitely not
He just
the guy.
isn't good, man.
Damian Pierce is hurt right now.
Yep.
So right now it's just like, okay,
Can't tell.
they're probably going to draft another running back that fits that system in the offseason. That makes sense for them. But right now they're growing something in Houston, and I think they're going to be good.
Yeah.
Dalton Schultz, 10 receptions, 130 yards, 1 touchdown.
A lot of people hating on the second and third pick, the trade and everything of that nature. Will Anderson going to keep getting better. CJ Stroud, obviously a difference maker. I think that might have been the right move because Carolina's probably really hating that fucking Bryce Young was real impressive at that dinner that he went to that one time. So
he ordered a steak.
No, he ordered scallops.
Oh, that's how you know he's a pussy.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. And everybody was worried about CJ Stroud's Wonderlic test. Looks like you don't have to be the smartest man in the world to read an NFL defense. So,
I like CJ Stroud. Wish we got him.
I agree.
Continue.
Cardinals at Browns.
Probably fuck them up anyways. We can skip this one.
Yeah, they're going to get the first overall pick this year. Colts at Panthers. I want to rip it just due to parity.
Okay.
CJ Stroud threw 470 yards and 5 touchdowns. Bryce Young threw 173 and 3 interceptions with 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
We told you he was better. We knew that initially. That's not going to change in the next coming years. If I'm wrong, I will literally cut my pinky off, suck my balls.
Wow.
CJ Stroud's the man. No, I won't. I won't cut it off because nothing's that serious.
You're out of yourself over here.
Nothing's that serious, but
my thumb,
I feel confident enough to say that only because CJ Stroud is that much of a difference maker. Charlie.
They took my thumb. If you know what that's from the Pope of Greenwich Village. But yeah, no, I mean, definitely a shit bowl. The Colts are not very good right now. I don't think Anthony Richardson's going to make them or break them. I hate to say it. Another one that people are forgetting. He's out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I miss him.
I still don't think he's going to make them that much better. In my opinion, Anthony Richardson, 5 years from now, is going to be a backup in the league.
Hey, you can only hope you're going to at least be a backup. So, Giants at Raiders.
Gotta rip it just because Antonio Pierce showed up in a fucking lowrider.
Yeah, he is a baller. You want to know who sucks at quarterback?
I feel bad for him.
Tommy?
No, I feel bad for Danny Dimes because he started the game and tore his ACL in the second drive. Came back from a neck injury, then just dropped back on a normal one. Ass hits the ground, out. Tore his ACL.
At least he got paid. But yes, I'm with you. At least he got paid.
He got that deal and at the right time because then he got hurt and now he's getting paid.
For sure. They need to figure out this thing. They can't start Tommy DeVito. I understand he went 15 for 20. No impact plays at all from that guy. 2 interceptions as well. When you don't have a quarterback that can at least run around and make some time and try to make some plays, the running game goes to hell. The Vegas Raiders, on the other hand, seem like they're fucking back on having fun and actually playing football like they were for Bisaccia. We spoke about this in length, but fun win for them. The Giants are a fucking cesspool right now.
Yeah, it's over. Brian Daboll definitely
I don't think he's getting axed. And I
I
also think that he can coach really well in a different
place. He's on a similar trajectory as Matt Nagy.
He is
Think about
it. Unfair situation though. He is. You're right.
Oh, think about it, though.
You're right.
And Nagy wasn't, if you really break down the tape. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Nagy was put in a bad situation. Daboll was put in a bad situation.
His guy.
Right.
Daboll didn't draft his guy. They had success year 1. Then they figured out, oh, shit, we know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Year 2, they figured him out. He sucks. Okay, who does that sound like?
Same shit. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. It's completely comparable. I just feel like Daboll's
Matt
probably...
All right, let's go on.
All right. Cowboys at Eagles, definitely rip it. Cowboys can't beat the Eagles. The Cowboys, very fun game. Very fun game. But I mean, the fact that we can say Dak ain't it and he throws 374 and 3 TDs, it means something because everybody seems to agree he seemed like he played well.
He can't beat good teams. It's his story.
He's like the Dolphins. That's what I'm saying. He's
one man.
Well, that's what I'm saying too. It's push comes to shove, game on the line, close game all game. Horrible mistake at the end of the game. Again, those are things.
They did get a touchdown basically stolen from them. Jake Ferguson was across the goal line. I mean, that was bullshit.
Yeah.
That was utter bullshit. That was
refs are in play, dude.
On the goal line, the ball crossed. They're like, what's best for the NFL right now? Is Taylor Swift not here? Okay.
Hey, refs play the game too, right? Actually, no, they don't. Jalen Hurts obviously has an injury. He still does. He can't really run much. Doesn't seem like that's going to be that big of an issue. But
He'll got a rushing touchdown.
Well, right, but it's more so like he can't be the scrambler, fucking agile pocket, like outside of the pocket passer that he was
10
before.
Carries and 36 yards.
Yeah, so Are they the same as they were last year? No. Are they still 8-1? Absolutely. Sorry, that was my water bottle.
Ding.
All right, moving on. 2 more games here. We have the Bills and the Bengals.
Rip it.
Rip it. Yep, that's your team.
Bengals are back, babe.
Bengals are back on their shit. They're 5-3. They're in a good situation. They are second in their division currently. Tied with the Browns, correct?
Let's see. Let's look at the division standings, Vince. As we look at it right now, the Bengals are technically dead last in the AFC North.
Oh, they're tied with
3-way tie with the Steelers and the Browns.
And the Browns, because the Steelers won this week too.
But don't sleep on them. The Bengals are coming back. Tough division right now. AFC North may be a better division than the AFC West, which I never thought I'd say, but here we are.
Well, yeah, because all the teams are winning right now. I think the Browns are saved by their defense for sure. But the Bengals are clearly, if not the best, the second best team in this division. I think you can draw a solid line between the Browns and the Bengals. I think the Steelers are probably worse. But the Ravens are playing their asses off right now, so there's no way I can vote against them. But if you do remember, I took the Ravens to win the Super Bowl last year halfway through. I would probably make the same fucking numb-nutted decision, and I'm so happy that we're not making those decisions today. So
I have a numb-nut decision coming up too, so don't worry about it. All right, let's Chargers Jets.
Chargers Jets. The Jets defense is really good until it isn't, and the Jets offense is really bad all the time.
Here's a fun one. When does Aaron Rodgers come back?
He said a few weeks.
The Jets, mark my words, could still be in line for a playoff spot by the time.
I think they'll probably make the playoffs this year.
How is he coming back?
I don't know. Ivermectin.
How?
Ivermectin.
What drugs is he taking that we don't know about?
I don't know, dude.
What ayahuasca, what plant-based something is he taking?
He probably just asked Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan probably just gave him like the fucking list of shit to take, and he just did it, and now he's automatically healed.
Either that or he's an alien. Let's keep it moving.
Maybe a little bit of both. Okay, so moving on now, we have our picks. And the first week...
Tied. Told you I'm coming back.
Tied. The
Mike,
first game...
start off the year slow. Start off the year real slow. It assured Vince he'd be coming back. Came back. Tied season.
Tied. The first game, Thursday Night Football, Shit Bowl, Panthers at Bears. Justin Fields limited in practice, may play this week. Who you got?
Bears.
I'm going to take them too because I really want them to win because, again, we have that Panthers pick, and I trust in them to lose more than the Bears. Now we move over to Deutschland again for 2 weeks in a row, Mike. We have Colts at Patriots in Germany. 10, 15 years ago, good matchup. Now,
give me the Pats.
I think Minshew goes crazy in Berlin, dude. I'm taking the Colts.
I know.
All right, Browns at Ravens.
Give me the Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens are winning this game. Browns defense, great. Ravens better altogether. All right, Packers at Steelers.
Give me the Steelers.
I'm taking the Steelers too because they're at home. That's the only reason I'm choosing them because I think they're both equally bad. 49ers at Jags. Jags haven't lost in a while.
Give me the fucking 49ers.
Taking the 49ers. Off the bye. Oh, boy. I'm going to do it. I'm taking the Jags. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, wow.
Let's see how it
Bold
goes.
decision.
They're on a
Bold
bit of a
decision.
roll right now. I think they're going to come back and probably win this, but
Another team
see.
off a bye week. We'll see.
We'll see. Saints at Vikings. Take your boy Dobbs.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Let's
Give me
go.
Give me
Okay.
Dobbs. How he played against having no prep and he gets a full week now.
Yeah.
They're going to be good.
I like what you're saying. I'm going to take the Saints. I don't think that they can win 6 in a row, but we'll see if that's true. Texans at Bengals, quarterback battle.
No, you got to go Bengals. They're on the roll.
Yeah,
and they're at home.
You can't take the Texans.
And they're at home.
I was going to
T.
say
Higgins is back on his bullshit too.
You're going to have to go out on a limb here at some point. Take a more difficult team, but we'll get there. You took the Vikings, so I'll give it to you.
I took the Vikings. What are you talking about?
I took the Saints. Titans at Buccaneers. This one's tough. I don't know who I'm taking.
This is a toss-up.
Yeah.
I'll take Baker.
You're going to take Baker.
Baker at home.
I'll take Will Levis.
All right, parity.
I don't think Tannehill's coming back anytime soon. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'm taking Will Levis and the Titans for now. Lions at Chargers.
Give me the Lions.
Yeah, I'll take the Lions as well. Again, Chargers won by too much. So
Not
at some
often.
point, they're going to have to come back around. Falcons at Cardinals. I'll fill it in for you.
Give me the Falcons.
Yeah, the Cardinals suck so bad, and they're probably going to get Caleb Williams. Giants at Cowboys.
I will take the Cowboys.
Boys are winning this game. They got embarrassed last week, and they're going to beat up on a team that's a lot worse. Commanders at Seahawks.
Give me the Seahawks.
I'm not allowed to bet against the Seahawks anymore, so I'm going to also take the Seahawks. All right, Jets at Raiders.
Give me the Jets.
Fuck, Mike. Come on, I wanted them. I'll take the Jets too.
I don't think they're going to duplicate that 2 weeks in a row.
And
really
it's also it's Aiden O'Connell versus Zach Wilson, who's really better. They're both suck.
Bet the under in this one. That's all I got.
Yeah, depending on what the line is. Oh, speaking of, we didn't talk about this today. The fucking Northwestern and Iowa.
We called that game.
Still went under. Unbelievable. What a fucking game. All right, finally Broncos and Bills. I'll fill it in for you here too.
Bills.
Yeah, Broncos suck butts. Okay, there's our picks. We'll see how it goes. We're tied right now. We'll see if there's a difference that gets made here.
There it is. So exciting.
Yeah.
So exciting to be doing this. We're tied. The parity's in full effect. End of season, big run. Mike's back on his bullshit. Now we got to get a betting sponsor. So if you're listening to this, any betting points bet,
let us know.
FanDuel, any of yous out there, you know the drill. Reach out to us. We're open for business. Now, speaking of open for business, people, any sort of way you follow podcasts, whether that be Instagram, Spotify, whatever it is, you know the Taxi Squad podcast is available to be followed. And most recently, the YouTube, you can see these glowing faces every week.
Yeah.
You can also choose to go on any form of social media and share it with a friend. And if you're going to share it, you should share it to your family because they should probably see our stupid faces some of these days. We're posting far more content now. So definitely feel free to send some of these stupid clips to your family and friends. Maybe you get a giggle out of it. And then as always, we're going to see you next week.
Peace.